Shalom from Melbourne, Australia. This is Simon Kariuki. Hamjambo, wapendwa Gen Zs and the Kenyans at large. Today I stand before you not to praise personalities, not to endorse any name, but to speak the truth and invite us all to evaluate our past, present, and potential future presidents. Kenya will either rise or remain trapped in betrayal, depending on what we choose in the days ahead. What is the record of our past presidents and lessons as Kenyans we must learn? Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, our founding president, with his fly whisk, symbolized fatherly authority, dignified, proud, but also patriarchal and authoritarian. He gave us independence. He inspired national pride. But he left behind land injustice, elite enrichment, and the silencing of dissent, wounds that still afflict us today. Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi's fimbo ya Nyayo symbolized discipline and order, but became a tool of fear and repression. He ruled with an iron stick, demanded royalty, but he crushed opposition, entrenched corruption, and sowed fear, shadows that still linger. Mwai Kibaki's golf club symbolized technocratic brilliance, but also detachment. He gave us economy recovery, free primary education, but allowed grand corruption, stayed aloof from national pain, and presided over the tragedy of 2007. Uhuru Kenyatta's dynasty robe symbolized inherited power and polished promises. Yes, he built roads, bypasses, the Nairobi Expressway. But while the road stretched far, so did the debt, and the bridges failed to close the gap between rich and poor. His reign masked state capture and deepening inequality behind PR unity. Current President William Ruto's hustler cap and Bible symbolizes hope for the common man, but has become a mask of betrayal. He promised bottom-up change, but is delivering higher taxes on the poor, defending looters, silencing protests, and now walks Moi's path of fear and repression. Fellow Kenyans, as we look ahead, we must ask, who wants to be next, and what might their leadership look like? Let's reflect honestly. Rigathi Gachagua, if he were to be president, might be symbolized by a shield. A leader always on the defensive, guarding self-interest rather than the nation. A grassroots mobilizer with strong regional ties, but combative, divisive, linked to questionable wealth, no clear reform vision. Fred Matiang'i, if he were to be president, might be symbolized by a gavel, that wooden hammer used in court. Decisive, efficient, a man of order. Strong administrator, proven discipline. But risks being seen more as an enforcer than a unifier. Must show that he can build trust and national cohesion. Kalonzo Musyoka, if he were to be president, might be symbolized by a dove. Peaceful, conciliatory, seeking harmony. Diplomatic, experienced in peace processes, but too often indecisive, but lacking a bold reform record, struggling to inspire deep confidence for change. Martha Karua, if she were to be president, might be symbolized by a scale of justice. Firm, principled, unshakable on integrity, courageous, clean track record, constitutional defender. But she must build broader coalitions, sometimes is seen as being rigid. David Maraga, if he were to be president, might be symbolized by the Constitution itself. Moral clarity, steadfast defender of law, deep integrity, respected for upholding the Constitution. But untested in executive power, would need a strong team to navigate politics. Let me say this clearly. Other leaders can and must emerge. Leaders not tied to dynasties, not bound to cartels, not stained by the failures of the past. They stand a chance if we, the people, create the space, by rejecting handouts, amplifying fresh voices, and demanding clean, issue-based politics. Not another smooth talker, not another tribal king or dynasty heir. We need a president who, number one, seals corruption loopholes, doesn't widen them, dismantles cartels, publishes tenders, enforces lifestyle audits, makes looting impossible, lifts the burdens of the mwananchi and not adds to them, heals the nation, not exploits its wounds, restores faith in government, so we believe again in public service, mentors our youth, because Kenya's median age is 20. A leader who guides, girds, graduates, graces, governs, and grows a generation into hope and responsibility. A president that fathers the nation, leading not for self, but for posterity. Protects the Constitution, not abuses it. Unites the nation, not divides it with sweet words and hidden knives. Leads with truth, humility, integrity, and courage. As citizens, and particularly also addressing the Gen Zs, what must we do? One term is a call, but what follows matters most. Register to vote, get IDs, move from hashtags to ballot choices. Your voices for reforms must not be silenced, come what may. Women must guard integrity at the ballot, mobilize networks against vote buying, and not be silent during this crisis. The church in Kenya must stop glorifying looters at altars, be the conscience, not the choir of power. Diaspora should fund integrity, not personality cults. Build tools for transparency. All citizens collectively should ask hard questions about prospective presidential candidates. What's their record on corruption? Who funds them? Do they protect the Constitution? Do words match deeds? Are they about service or self-enrichment? Are they going to break the cycle of corruption or perpetuate it? Our new standard should be no to unexplained wealth, no to horror slogans, no to tribal kings, no to recycled betrayal, yes to courage, yes to integrity, yes to servant leadership, yes to Kenya's rebirth. In closing, the next president will not fall from the sky. It is up to us, the people of Kenya, to choose differently. Let us be the generation that stops the bleeding and begins the healing.